I would call that job done. We went on the road. We won the first 2 games on the road. We haven't had to deal with, obviously, David Backes in this series like we did back in Season 7 because David Backes already retired. But this is a St. Louis Blues team that I don't want to get too carried away. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I don't want to underestimate an opponent. There is a very good chance that they can still come back in this one. Boynton has actually been solid. I got to give him credit where it is due, but it just hasn't been good enough for the St. Louis Blues. They haven't given Boynton enough offensive support through this point in the series. Home ice advantage has been stripped away from the St. Louis Blues. The series now turns through the confines of the Scotiabank Saddledome and the Calgary Flames. An opportunity to defend home ice and a potential for a sweep if we can defend home ice to its fullest extent, which means winning both games. I'm not worried about Game 4. We have to play Game 3 first. This is Game 3. This is what's at the forefront of my mind, and I'm leaving nothing to the imagination here in this game. I want to play all out aggressive. I want to take chances. We can play a lot more free and loose with it coming into this game, having won both games that were played in St. Louis, which is a very much a blessing to me. We remember the series we played back in Season 7, so that'll be, about 3 or so years ago. When we faced the St. Louis Blues, I'm always going to bring up that series because it was a highly competitive contest, the full 7 games that it took. It was a highly competitive series. A couple of players on this Blues roster were involved in that series. They took part in it as well, and several Flames players on this team took part in that series. And they remember. Oh, that was neat by Simon Luff. He had Berglund completely fooled as to what he was going to do. But no, we have not come out. We've come out playing the sloppiest we ever could have hoped to play for in this game. Blocker saved by Mrazek, but it will be cleaned up by the defense in front of Peter Mrazek. Calvert will go away with it. He's one man in, but he's been taken to a big ride by whoever wears the number 10. I imagine that's Ty Ratty in St. Louis, but don't quote me on that one. Simon Luff plays it on the far side, the defenseman. We're going to put the puck to the corner. That gets knocked down, unfortunately, by St. Louis, and TJ Oshie has carried away. He is sprung free up the wing, and a big burst of speed, a shot on goal by TJ Oshie. Radek Faksa on a stretch up the ice is defended by Berlin. The Flames have not found their game. A little bit sloppy, a little bit flustered by the way that the Blues are playing. They've certainly tightened up their effort. They get another shot in the favor of Tarasenko off the wing. So a lot of shots on the wing, a lot of shots off the rush from the St. Louis Blues early in this contest. They've gotten off on the right foot. They don't have a goal to show for it, but they have gotten off on the right foot. They're throwing the physical body. We see it on the replay. TJ Oshie collecting as many Flames players as he can on that forecheck tonight. So you got to have your head up if you're a defenseman. Just a kind of a weak play out of the zone on that, off of that face-off, but it did get behind the blue line. The Blues have to go in. They reset here in neutral ice. Shattenkirk just elects to dump it in. It goes to the far side corner. A chop attempt by Ristolainen, not successful. Bolesky comes away with it. The former Duck sends it down low to the corner. It's gathered away now by Boguniecki. I believe that's Boguniecki. Certainly looks the part in terms of the size. Big beauty Bogues. And that was a dangerous pass by Ladislav Swede. Coming out of the zone. Kubalik, I believe that was, fires it in. Toulouse on the far side has picked the retrieval up. We're gonna break the puck out on the weak side. We got space. We got speed. We're gonna send it to the outside, skate into our own pass, but we did not. We just took the weirdest skating arc possible to get back to that puck. I don't even know that we even put a shot on Boynton. I swear to you, I almost said Danner. I got the Oilers series on my brain. And I'll tell you something about that. Speaking of the Oilers series, I mean, I know we're up 2-0 in this particular series that we're involved in right now. But this does not have the same level of intensity, obviously, as a Battle of Alberta did. And you would expect to have. So we just need a shot on goal, but I don't want to take one just to take one. I want to get something of substance if we're going to shoot it. Kujawinski is operating from the corner to the left of Boynton, but Ratty has it. Confirmation that Ratty wears number 10, and the Flames just come away with another useless possession. Kujawinski doing his job on the back check. He comes away with the puck, spins, loses it. Perry with a pass to no one, but he ends up getting it back to himself. Now it is Riley Smith on the windmill, gets the puck back. Perry helps out Riley Smith, back to the point. This is a good opportunity to settle and shoot. Now, of course, it's going to get blocked, so the Flames still, I believe, without that shot on goal. Ekblad still without the shot. There's one that's going to be an official save for Carl Boynton, but we are making a change behind the scenes, and involved in that change behind the scenes, making the big body check, I believe, was Riley. Was that Riley Smith? Is that that's who I have, is Riley Smith. He made the hit. So he was trying to go off on the change, and then I took over. There's a big hit. Who'd put this hit on? It is Simon Love. That's not even a charge. There's no way. Okay, maybe it is. Well, yeah, I didn't think he came from that far behind the play. I didn't think he took that many strides to get there. Fair enough. That's a fair call. I'm gonna give the referee a little bit of leeway on that one. That's a fair call. That's a bad play. Man, we are the least collected Flames team. Domish keeps it inside the blue, and it goes in. I mean, that was just coming. You could just tell. Based on the way that we opened this game, you could tell. That was bound and determined to happen. Mrazek kind of settles it in front of his pad. He dropped butterfly because it's a pass. That's basically a pass from the blue line, and then knocked in. Kubalik. Who gets credit for the goal here? Kubalik? Yep, Kubalik. He just basically jarred it free. It was in front of Mrazek, and he's going to get credit for the goal. I mean, he had the presence of mind to be there. So, Simon Luff's charging penalty does prove costly for the Flames. Uh-oh, okay, I didn't want to... Well, that was just one too many button presses is what that was. And I meant to cover that. I swear to you, I swear to God I meant to cover this. And... I didn't mean to press the button to pass that out, but I did. I did it, and then once I did it, there was no taking it back. It's in the back of the net now. The Blues have back-to-back goals. They have struck. You don't know how frustrating that is. We had an opportunity in this series to really put our foot down on the gas pedal here in this series, and we have come out flat. We have a flat tire for the St. Louis Blues in this game. Oh my God, if that went in, I swear to you, Mrazek's gone. I know that you can't really blame Peter Mrazek too much for the first two goals in this game. You can for the last one, for him passing it out, which was really my mistake. But you can't point too many fingers at Peter Mrazek. But if he did give up a third goal there, he's gone. Just going to have to shake it up for this team. And look at Hanowski, he puts it into the net. You know what? I want some. I do. I want some. I want some. I want some. What is going on with Calvert? He's a little bundle of energy right here as Hanowski is talking it over with one of the Blues players. We're getting a replay of a big hit on lag. I'm not even sure what happened. There's no fight that has actually occurred. I don't think there's any penalties. That was the strangest encounter I've ever seen. Even more stranger than if I encountered aliens. I wouldn't have been nearly as weirded out with that whole sequence if I had encountered aliens instead. I swear to you, I promise. All right, Aaron Ekblad, we're going to need you to get on some PEDs out here and help this Flames team in this effort against the St. Louis Blues. I'm dropping it behind me. And Ekblad has actually created a turnover. Pass it! You absolute goon titty nutsack. I swear, I will tee off on every single one of you. Blocked again by guess who? Aaron Ekblad. It's going to be sitting there for Shattenkirk. He's pressured, double-teamed. Karan works together with Eller. The point is wide open. Little shimmy-shake move here. Look at Aaron Ekblad. Fire the rocket, but a rocket was denied by Boynton. Chopped back in to Karan, who plays it to open space there for Shorts to play. He's going to be bumped off the puck. That actually keeps the puck in for the Flames. Best shift of the game for the Calgary Flames, and it's going to end like this. If we can get it right back. Yeah. Uh-huh. Just dump it in. We don't have any speed. We have no momentum, but it's a good effort to stay on that puck. Skate, Riley Smith. You can close that guy. Get the turnover. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Dog's on a bone. Oh, that deflected. Well, Polyak. Really? Polyak was the first man to that? I don't believe it. Kujawinski. Yeah, Kuju. Get in there and get involved physically in this series as well. We know what you can do on the score sheet, but it's time for you to learn how to hit as well. The Blues have not given up on this series, and I don't think this is... I'm not expecting this to be an easy victory for us. Yeah, should we win this series? There's no guarantees. Oh, we got it! There's a penalty! It's a power play coming up to Calgary. I didn't even realize. So, what is the call on the ice? I was so focused on just purely getting that puck and having a breakaway. I don't even see a penalty. I didn't even see what he did wrong, but I mean, fine. Sure, you're right, referee. Penalty, all day. Give the Flames the power play. We need this man advantage to go really well. And it is not going well right now. Berlin has cleared the zone. Leave it there, Mrazek. I got this. Your center had to come all the way back to get that puck. A little fake slapper. Stop. Boom. Right there. Hanowski in the middle, but Boynton has the save. That was nice, actually, off the rush, off the entry. Because once Tyler Seguin got it into the zone, fake slap shot to buy yourself just a little bit of time, and then you stop on a dime, find Hanowski in the middle of the rink. I don't need to see a second look at that hit. I need to win this face-off now, Seguin. We have got to win this face-off, and we just do not win the face-off. Berlin, poke it back in, free of Domish. But Oshie's got it. They're going to clear. Domish. And, of course, Ekblad couldn't keep it from going down the rink. Frustrating the way this power play has gone so far. We're going to skate. We're going to get our skating legs. Laxo's going to get it in. Drop pass to himself. Backdoor? What the hell? Okay, go get it. Goodness gracious, guys. All right, now we've got the personnel that we want. Spin off of this. Perry, are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Corey Perry, man. Might be a difference maker here on this power play. All right, keep it in. Laxo. I'm cutting back away from this. Ekblad. What the? Oh, my goon titties. Ekblad, come back and get it. Stop on a dime. Ekblad. Jack the Ripper. Up top. Blocked. Gathered. Shot. Wider than that. Goodness gracious. Have you ever seen a team miss the net so much on a power play? And we're still missing the net. Back up top. The Blues are treating this like it's a PK situation. Deflected down and got blocked down. We just couldn't. All right, it's a nice turn of the tide for the Flames. We've gotten the momentum back in our favor. Just send it. Just send it down the rink. That's fine with me. They're not going to get the icing anyway. Good effort, honestly, on the power play. I mean, I thought the power play with the umbrella setup, it looked nice. You just got to hit the net. I mean, what we're doing right now is not good enough, but, you know, it's not bad. We haven't been terrible. We've had two fluke goals get scored against us. And the second one that the Blues scored, that really should have never happened. It was just a total, you know, discombobulation of a goal for Peter Mrazek. I'm just going to walk down Main Street and fire. That's just a big-time ball sack goal. I love that from Aaron Ekblad. He skated right down Main Street and fired it. Right past Boynton. It said, not today. I'm not having this. Scoring a goal. He just put his nuts on the table and scored a goal. That's what he did. Aaron Ekblad, you absolute beauty. He has earned the title of Big Beauty Ekblad. I know that's not as cool as Big Beauty Bogues is. I'm telling you, that was an amazing goal. I didn't expect that to actually go in, but that is using the effectiveness of the slap shot power, the supremacy of Aaron Ekblad. We've taken a tripping penalty. Simon Luff to the box for the second time in the game. The last time he was in there, the St. Louis Blues scored on the power play. Probably a little frustrated that he lost that battle. More than likely. Just frustration boiling over. You know, you have the opening goal in the second period of play. It got the game tied. You go and take a dumb penalty just like that right after you score the goal in the opening sequences of the second period. If you're sitting in the penalty box right now, like Simon Luff is, you're praying that your teammates and your PKers can get the job done. Or we can just go to the power kill. That's very weird. It's very weird. It's offside. And it's in the net. It's in the net, but it's not going to count. Hopefully Tyler Seguin can put the puck in the net for real this time. On a goal that will actually count. No, we can't go chasing that. Oh, man, I do not like when the puck gets in on Peter Mrazek because it's getting into the blue paint and it's free. That was available. If they just chop at that or they poke at it, it's probably going in. It's how they scored the first goal in this game. They just stayed with a puck that was free and loose in the crease. God. Simon Luff is going to skate out of the penalty box again. Vacated in the form of a power play goal. Second time the Blues have scored 10 goals in the postseason for that guy. Whoever that guy is. I didn't even see the name. Was it Kubalik again? Oh, it is Kubalik. Okay. I didn't even see the name. I just saw the number. I just focused on 10 goals in the postseason. So have an eyeball on Kubalik because he has his second goal of the game and he's up to double digits for the playoff run and has re-extended the Blues lead to 2 goals for the second time this evening. It's not even necessarily like a play style issue for us. There's nothing we need to do differently. I feel like we are definitely the aggressor. They're just putting a lot of pucks on Mrazek. It's working out really well for them. I want to get that breakout right there to the Calvert. That was obviously dangerous. We're going to dump it in. They've tightened up their neutral zone play, so I have noticed that from the Blues. They're definitely tightening up their neutral zone play. There's not a whole lot through the middle, and we do a really equally good job in the neutral zone as well on that one. A lot of turnovers between Shala and Laxo. That's going to be flung back in toward the site of Berlin, who headmans it up for Ratty. I'm hoping that there's a teammate up there in neutral ice. There is. It's Yuri Talusti, but he's offside. Just touch it anyway. It's fine. Yeah. I just haven't seen anything from our team to convince me that we've had our legs going in this game. We haven't had our legs going in this game. That's why we've taken a few dumb penalties. It's why we've given up a couple of goals in this one. Drop pass. Now that's Ekblad. Can you get me another big balls goal? Not quite. I'm going to keep shooting with Ekblad. He's got the money shot. Just why not? Return the favor to St. Louis. They want to shoot the puck on Peter Mrazek all evening long. I will return the favor. Someone go to the... Yes! Are you kidding me, man? Oh my God, man. How did Tyler Seguin not score? You're not going to see it. Oh my God, I got stuck behind with Foligno. Covered the puck. You're not going to see it, but the net was wide open. It hit the corner, and it fell straight down. Like, the puck physics just did not favor us on that play. I'm skipping because it's going to be Frolik on the replay, and it's not worth seeing. Sagan's chance was worth seeing again. Boguniecki. What a pass by Bogues. Big beauty Bogues. Caron, skate the stick move. Given across for his teammate. A little unselfish. And perhaps a little too much so. The Flames' sloppiness continues here into the second period of play. Someone get on those weak side boards. That's where the breakout is. You're not hitting Boguniecki off the puck. No. You're not. Oh my God, skate please! Man, Klefbom has got to skate. He skated into that hit. You got to skate when the puck is available for you on an offensive side of the play. And a good forecheck. Just shoot. Yep, just shoot it. You got a guaranteed shot, take it. You made a great play on the forecheck. You deserve to take the shot there. I don't even care if you score or not. Just get something. They keep dumping it in on our goaltender, and Mrazek is playing it frantically. I mean, he's definitely rattled in this game. I mean, every playoffs that we've had since, we started this GM mode, because Mrazek has basically been here since day one. Peter Mrazek usually has, in each series, he has at least a game that's really bad or two. He at least has one or two really bad games. each series. And he usually bounces back after a bad one. So if this is his bad game, if this is just him getting his bad game out of the way, then fine by me. And it's not even really a bad game. It's just we're sloppy, man. Stop. No one's helping out, and I'm just trying to wait. I need teammates to get involved in the play. We can't do this entire game, offensively speaking, just letting one man skate in and he's doing all the work. Now, I don't know how that hit wasn't a charge. I believe it was Ekblad. I mean, he really gave someone the forearm shiver. Roddick Faksa going to do the same. The Ekblad goal? Gee, you don't have the accuracy. Luff to Ekblad. Shot low to the pad. This is the Aaron Ekblad game. This is what this game's going to become known as. This is the game that Aaron Ekblad takes over. And I need him to take over a game. It would just be really fun to see my star-studded defenseman take over an entire game. Just get a lot of shifts and eat a lot of time and make a lot of plays happen out here. All right. Perry. He got the shot away. Okay. I didn't really know where that play was going for a second, and you never know where most of these rush plays are going because most of the time, it seems like half the time that we're going up the ice and sending the puck the other way into their zone, we're going on a line change. We can't seem to get a good, solid 5-man transition game going into the attacking zone on any of these plays. Everybody decides it's a good time to go on a line change. That's a crazy balance, but Boynton will cover, of course. So, yeah, just put my third line out there. I want the Kujawinski line out there. Kuju Magic. Or Kuju Voodoo. I need a little bit of that Kuju Voodoo. Blum. Shoot, Blum. It's going in! I get Kuju Voodoo! Kuju Voodoo! What did I talk about? What perfect timing! I must have broke out the voodoo doll or something like that on that goal. What a weird one. I'll take it. And it is a legal goal. It hits him on a legal part of the body and it bounces past Boynton. That was a brilliant call to go to the third line and just shoot it from the blue line. Shoot it from the point. You never know what it might hit in front. In this case, it hits Kuju and goes in. Add that to the Kuju goal calls. Oh my god, that was an accidental drop pass. It's been a game of a lot of mental lapses. And we're going to give up goal on the other end of the rink with the third line on the ice here. Oh god, that shot's wide open. I'm flipping it. Kuju, great play by Kujawinski. This is going to create a foot race that Foligno can win. Takes it hard with a power move to the net, and it's going to be kept out by Boynton. That's so important. One slash and skate away. I'm not interested in getting involved in anything right now. This has not been the most physically intensive series so far between the Blues and the Flames. Believe me, they're not exactly best friends out here. But it hasn't been it's obviously doesn't have the rivalry aspect that the Oilers and Flames series did. Yeah, we just got to keep getting the puck to the net, man. I mean, we've scored a bunch of deflection goals this postseason just by having guys posted up in front of the net and just getting the puck from the point. It's very simple hockey. It's very simple, but it's simple and yet effective. And that was an accidental pass. Again, another brain fart that I've had in this game. A lot of mental lapses in this game for me and for the Flames team themselves. That'll be another face-off. I need to get my first line on the ice anyway, so it works out for me. My fourth line took a lot longer shift than they were ever supposed to. Can I go back to my first pair? I can. So I can get my best players on the ice. They got their first line out there. So it's first line versus first line. And Sagan wins it, but to a Blues player. That forces Mrazek into an awkward save. Poked back in. So point blank in front, tapped on by Schwartz. That was a big save as well by Peter Mrazek. We just did need to get that into the corner on the dump in. Oh my god, we can't even get to the puck. It was on the boards. And if you are Corey Perry, you had one simple play to make there. Simon Luff just gives it back to Wheeler. Great play by Ekblad. Ekblad has had himself one hell of a game. He's going to do it again. Deflected by Perry. Back to the point. We're running Aaron Ekblad tonight. What the hell with the... Oh my god. Aaron Ekblad's legacy game right here. It starts tonight. Pad save, rebound, and it is forced aside. We're scrambling all over the zone defensively. Well, it was knocked down in front by Mrazek. Tarasenko regathers, sends one back on. Ekblad will recoil behind the Flames net with the puck. Sends it ahead. It's going to be grabbed by Hanowski. Drop pass, but not in the fashion that I wanted to drop it. The sloppiness continues. Ekblad taking a long shift. Can he go coast to coast with it here? Ekblad shakes a move, but turns it over. It goes to Bolesky. Frolik hits the outside of the post. Trying to do too much with a tired Aaron Ekblad. Bolesky scores. 9.4 to go. And the Blues lead is re-extended to 2 goals. Just feels like the dagger in this game. We got caught out there on the ice. That feels like the dagger. We've been really extremely sloppy. Very unflames type of game. Very unflames-like. It was bound to happen. We were bound to make a mistake like that. It just sucks. We made a mistake like that with 9.4 to go, and you know I got to take the big ball shot here. Get the shot away. Shoot, Kuju. Oh my God! It was never gonna go in. It was such a sharp angle. It was never gonna go in. We gotta get 2 goals, man. We gotta get 2 goals in this period, and I need Mrazek to be flawless. Can't take Mrazek out of the game. I don't see any reason to. It doesn't matter. Maybe if we get scored on a 5th time, if it's early in the period, but I don't think it matters. We need to be better in front of our goaltender, and we need to go get some offense. And I need my first line out there as much as possible. Thank you for being offside, Riley Smith. It makes it a little easier to deal with considering we won the first 2 games on the road, but this has been a much better Blues effort in this game. That's a penalty. Ekblad probably frustrated. That is the roid rage coming out in Aaron Ekblad on that one. It's tough because you know the puck's going to be there in the corner, and you're trying to time the body check to when he's going to get to it. And it's Kubalik, of course, just a little message sending. If this game does get out of hand, you know what? I'm going to go to Diamond, see where I'm Diamond PK. Because we've given up 2 goals on 2 power plays to the St. Louis Blues in this one. I love how Honest Mistake is playing. Yeah, Aaron Ekblad's in that penalty box. It was an honest mistake, man. I didn't think he was going to be there. I didn't think he wasn't going to have the puck. Oh my God, Blom just overskated the puck right there. Thank you, Sagan. I mean, no one's really posted up in front. So, windmill? No, it's definitely not a windmill, and it's not happening. Killed some time, though, and I'm fine with letting a forward do that. Although we could have we could have cleared the zone fully. Good play inside the blue line, but of course Wheeler's going to stay with his play. It's still onside for St. Louis. Wheeler, the net's wide open. I don't like what I've seen out of Peter Mrazek. I'm saucering? No. Great stick. Over the net. Blum, go at Wheeler. No. Blum loves doing his spinoramas. Oh my God. Great play by Riley Smith, honestly, shorthanded. That was an amazing spin move. He did a little swivel move to get interior positioning. Shot saved. Seen a lot of that from Peter Mrazek, where he's been forced to make saves in this game. We have really hung our goaltender out to dry in this game. And I apologize to Peter Mrazek, but, you know, it's been one of those kind of nights. The beauty part is the game's not over, man. But, I mean, we continue and Perry's gone for a penalty, and he's going to have to throw him with Ladislav Schmid. And I don't think Perry is ready for this. Yeah, I was not ready for that fight at all. I was not prepared for that. I really was in full focus mode. I didn't have a single word to say during that fight because I was just so focused on trying to dodge his next punch. But, yeah, Corey Perry is out here losing brain cells every game. He really is. What was that play? So he's gone for fighting, but there was a minor on the play as well. There was a minor penalty. So we're back to the PK. Just not our night. It just isn't our night. It's one of those games, man. And that's going to bounce and deflect off of Sagan. So if we can stop. Yeah, I didn't think that was going past Boynton. Even though we tried to snip it short side, it's just not happening. But a great effort, shorthanded nonetheless. Look at the PKers. They're gassed. They're all exhausted. They're going to be exhausted by the time these shifts are done. There may be a timeout in our near future here with this power play for St. Louis. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy if Riley Smith pulled that off for a goal. Save, played off. It's time to just kind of have an all or nothing approach to this game. That's a penalty. Yes, it is. That's a hook. That's a hook, and well drawn by Riley Smith while killing the penalty. So we'll go to 4-on-4 for a minute and 6 seconds of play. We'll have a power play when this stretch of play expires. I love it. Duhas was playing during the lead up to that face-off. That's got me fired up for this. And I believe this is the first time we've seen the two teams at 4-on-4 in the series. That's a big play to, who was that, Berglund? Yes, it was Berglund. So we got to get on this charge. We've not been in charge at 4-on-4. But of course, we're going to get to the power play. Oh, that was dangerous, given away. Blum. I knew that was coming. Who's that in front? Sagan, but he was behind Boynton instead of in front. That's useless. I mean, you're useless standing behind the goaltender. I passed it into the goaltender, and you're standing behind him. And now we got Machine Head, and that guy has a giant Calgary puck on his head. I love that man's devotion. Oh, that was a brutal miss. We don't have any one-timers, do we? The one-timer is Aaron Ekblad. That's painful. You know that one stung. I'm trying to be a little too patient with it. Flush out Ekblad. Rebound. Oh my God, Boynton is a magician. He is putting on a show. He made about 3 saves in a row right there. What positioning by the Blues goaltender. Hanowski did deflect that, and he snagged it right out of midair. Last chance here with the power play. We lose the face-off. By the way, Cole has a teammate that's come freshly out of the box. Excuse my burp if it was audible. Probably wasn't that audible. Keep going to the net. Talusti, I led you to the net, buddy. You didn't do anything with it. DDD. Gonna have to take some punishment for that. What a weird deflection. That would not have counted. There's no way that would have counted. That had to have been deflected from above the shoulders. Well, come away with the puck. Big Beauty Bogues. Oh my God. He is a beauty. Big Beauty Bogues with an absolute ripper, imitating Aaron Ekblad. And he puts his balls on the table with a big goal. That is another just big balls goal right there. I love to see a goal like that. Slapper off the rush right down Main Street. What can the goaltender do about it? I can't believe that we've scored 3 goals in this game, and 2 of the 3 goals that we've scored in this game have been in the exact same fashion. I have found a weakness. Maybe I have found a weakness. We got to exploit it, but you got to have someone that's got some power. Wicked slap shot power wins the day. And there's Ekblad on the ice as well, with Boguniecki following his goal with another shift. Ekblad has come away and repossessed the puck. Luff. I thought a penalty was called there. I really thought there was going to be a penalty coming up. Headman up, Foligno. And Boynton saving that one. Now he's terrified. He's thinking about it every time down the ice. The Flames are just going to shoot it on me with a slap shot. Both teams are mixing it up a little bit after the whistle now. This game has gotten a little too close for comfort for both of these squads. The Flames closing within half the period to go, half the period played. Perfect timing for that third goal in the game, and of course the goal. I am speechless. I don't know what the hell we just did. I really am. I'm speechless. That's a crucial time to get that goal. It gives you plenty of time now to get the game tied. We got a lot of game to get the game tied should it stay a 1-goal deficit. So no pressure really. Well, there is pressure on us, but there's really not that much pressure on us. If we lose, so be it. Blues are now trailing 2-1 instead of trailing 3-0 coming out of this game. But we can still get back into this one. We can still do something. Every time, I'm telling you, every time up the ice, into the zone, it's just everybody's gone on a line change. It's one man carrying the puck in. Oh, my God. Clef bomb, all I needed you to do was a very simple deke. So you could drag the puck with you and get to the outside. Because there was space to the outside. Calvert gives it away. Or did he? Oh, no. Should have just taken the shot with Faxa. That was great speed from Faxa. Good effort shown. We've wasted the last 3 minutes of play. Now, since I mentioned that we're halfway through the game, or through the period, we have basically wasted the last 3 minutes. We've had some possessions where we could have done something and we just wasted it. Now, I think the fourth line's about to get out here, so an opportunity for Boguniecki. Another backdoor opportunity is thwarted. Ty Ratty comes away with possession. Flames probably, you could argue, we're just trying a little too hard with some things. I mean, you've seen what happens when we simplify off the zone entry just inside the blue line and just take that slap shot. It's simple, but man, it's gone in twice in this game. I need to try it again. Boguniecki has the most recent goal for the Flames. He's getting run into by his own teammates. They're slowing him down. Caron will windmill to the outside. Center in front. That was it for Eller. I brought Blum way up on the play to Pench. Oh, Riley Smith, you just got to beat one man. You just got to beat the goaltender, but the poke check was too supreme from Boynton. Clean hit from Riley Smith. It jarred the puck free for a second. We're still in on this forecheck. Running out of game now. Can we tie? Do we have a game tire in our back pockets? I'm going to need another shift from Big Beauty Bogues. Oh my God. Help out. There's just nothing. The Blues have not given us anything on the zone entry in this game. Back up top. I'm forcing it. Whoa, what a one-timer. I had to force that one-timer. And it did get across. Come on, Hanowski. You got to be harder on the puck than that. Oh, Kuju with the puck, but he just sends it blankly out to center ice. We're going to get it. We can't get it back into the zone. Oh, there's just nowhere to go. And that's a penalty. Dumb penalty by Foligno. Oh, Foligno. May have just sealed the game. We may have just sealed the result in this game. The power kill. It is. I have no choice. Kujawinski. I need Kujawinski. I'm saving my timeout. There's going to be a moment where we're just desperately going to need our timeout. And I'm saving it. Kujawinski is... No, this is Faxa. I take it back. That's 97. It is going to have to be done shorthanded or with the extra attacker. What a glove save. Picked off by Peter Mrazek. The faceoff is the right call. I'm a little stressed out over this one. It's a good thing for me that this is not a must-win game. It is a must-win game for St. Louis. Like, St. Louis has got to win this game. Come on, Sagan. We gotta get as many numbers going the other way as we can. We're gonna have to get the goaltender pulled at some point. Down low, down low, down low. We can't have that puck go the other way. It's not goaltender. It is goaltender pull territory the next time up the ice, but.